Yo, what is going on today, guys? I'm back for another video, and I'm doing another tier list for all the EXs. I previously did one. I want to keep saying last patch just before the new pack came out. I guess last patch is kind of like the same thing, because new stuff gets added. But yeah, I'm just gonna basically rank what I think are the best and the worst EXs in the game. So my categories are super meta slash broken, extremely strong, good cards, but they're good, but they're not bad. They're just pretty balanced, bro. Like they can do really good, but they're not like insanely they're not like insanely broken or anything. We have niche, and then we have Gengar EX at the bottom because Gengar EX is still the worst EX in the game. Mew's Edition, Mew EX, Mythical Slab, and the Budding Expeditioner does really buff the deck, but at the end of the day, it's still not good. Gengar EX is literally the only EX Pokemon where I think the regular version is better. And I don't care, bro, what anyone says. If someone does perform really good with Gengar EX, I'll eat my words, dude. But I tried Gengar EX once again, bro, with all the new support. And yeah, you could have decent games, but the deck is overall still not good. It's way more consistent. It is stronger with the addition of Mew, like I said in the other cards. But Gengar EX, like its ability is broken, but the 100 attack only on it sucks, bro. And if you play Gengar EX and Mew EX in the same deck, just 3 energy on each of them, bro, to get full power, bro, is just way too much, which I think that's why the regular Gengar is way better than him. But like I said, bro, if he does good at the tournament or someone finds a really good build, I'll eat my words. But for now, I still think he is the worst EX in the game. And moving on to the best EX in the game, it is still Mewtwo EX. Same reason as Gengar, actually. Mythical Slab and Mew EX made Mewtwo EX from like okay, I feel like it was like Mewtwo, bro, and then Pikachu here, and then all those new cards came out. And now Mewtwo's, bro, like straight up here, bro. Mewtwo is just straight broken with all the new cards. It's more consistent to get Gardevoir fully set up. Mew EX is good in those matchups like Charizard and other annoying ones, bro, where like Mewtwo EX can't get one shotted. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's really nothing much to say, bro. It's Mewtwo EX, but better. The second like super broken card is Celebi. I will say Celebi is I would say Celebi is extremely strong, but because of the addition of Superior, bro, and its ability to double all the energy, I mean, I feel like everyone has seen it by now. The like 10 coin flips, bro, like all 50, bro. It's literally just Zapdos on crack. And Zapdos was also like already a really good card before in the Pikachu deck. And I'm starting to see like decks of Celebi EX and only Mew EX do like it's kind of like the new version of the 18 card Articuno deck. And if you could literally play a card where like you only play it and like 18 triple cards, it's gonna be one of the strongest cards in the game. Next up in no order, I guess I'll just go in the order of the cards now. Venusaur is I feel like I mean, we all know, Brad. I feel like I talk about Venusaur. I actually have a Venusaur deck coming out tomorrow. Oh, sweet. No, it's not going to be tomorrow. It comes out on Saturday, the 21st for me. I think this video is going to go up on Monday, which the 23rd, because I already have Jolteon scheduled. But thing about Venusaur is balanced. 4 energy, bro. It does do only 100 damage, similar to Gengar, but it's 20 more HP. You have access to Erica, Executor EX. So it's just more solid, bro. It lives longer. It can actually win you the games. Where like Gengar EX has no way to like has no sustainability. So Gengar EX you easily just get like 2 shot. Where like Venusaur sometimes they actually have to take 3 or 4 shots, bro, depending on what card you have in your hand, and then like what they are like what you're playing against. But yeah, he's just really solid card, not broken or anything. Uh, yeah, and then Executor EX, which is even the reason Venusaur is playable, is extremely strong. He's really good going first or going second. Really good going first or second because if you have him in execute, you can just evolve them, bro, either on your third turn before your opponent can even attack if you do go first. Or like they can't do like a massive attack, or if you go second, dude, uh they will only have like 1 energy, bro. So you could possibly just like nuke their thing anyways. Uh yeah, I mean, it's just Executor EX at the end of the day. Erica is really good with him. He's 160 HP, so he can survive Mewtwo EX without a Giovanni. 80 coin flips, 80 damage for 1 energy, bro. Like really fast. Is just, I mean, it's really good, bro. Because if you think about like Pikachu, Starmie EX, 90 for 2 energy, but it's just executed just faster. He does 10 less damage. Anyways, moving on to Charizard. Charizard is still extremely strong. One shots everything in the game. And obviously they have the access to Moltres, which is a super broken card for the fire decks. Like, I almost want to kind of put Moltres at the top of extremely strong at this point, or like maybe I should make like a tier between these two. Like, uh, no, Moltres is pretty broken. He's just not broken offensively. He's very broken supportively, bro. Like, he's like literally the reason all these fire decks like work. Like, I literally do not think Arcanine may be meta to you, but I do not think Charizard would be like as good as it is without the addition of Moltres in this game. Uh, just stacking up all the energy really first, or really fast, bro. Especially if you go second, dude, is just insane. And even the 70 damage for 3 energy is not bad. And with the addition of Leaf, it's easier to swap Moltres out now for free without having to waste energy. So if you stack a bunch of stuff on Charizard, for example, Charizard dies, Moltres will most likely be able to attack, bro, and could possibly finish the game. Also, fire decks are really good against Celebi. And then Arcanine is also really strong. Usually, these guys are in like a rotation, bro. Like it's either Moltres with Arcanine, Moltres with Charizard, or both of them with Moltres. It's really good into the meta right now because Celebi does exist. Probably put them like probably over Execute low key just because they are extremely good on their own. Where like Execute is good, but it is like a coin flip where like these two are like most likely like these are like guaranteed damage most of the time. So I'm just gonna put them over Execute, especially because Celebi is like the second best deck in the game currently. Next up we have Blastoise, which theoretically he's extremely strong. I think in reality he's a very solid and balanced card. With the addition of the new Vaporeon, you can actually run Articuno EX in the Vaporeon deck now, or not in the Vaporeon, but in the Blastoise deck. And I think it actually makes Blastoise way better than what he was, because before you had to run stuff like Mewtwo, and like the regular Mewtwo, not the EX version, but just like regular Mewtwo or Snorlax or Kangaskhan basically to tank. And Blastoise was kind of like a all your eggs in one basket type situation where you have all these star cards that don't do damage, and then you kind of just like pray you live long enough to be able to stack 5 on Blastoise or get a really lucky Misty. And then if Blastoise can't finish the game, you kind of just lose from there. Where now with the Vaporeon engine, you actually can run Articuno or stuff like Starmie EX even, or even Lapras, like any basically water type. Start doing damage with those, and then once you get Blastoise out in Vaporeon, you just swap in Blastoise with the help of Leaf and or X speeds, and then you transfer all the stuff on Blastoise and just start sweeping. Or even if you don't draw your Blastoise line, for example, if you play 2 Articunos, once one Articuno gets weak, you put in the other one and then transfer all the stuff with Vaporeon. So I feel like Vaporeon is a really good engine in the deck, and it makes Blastoise really good. I could put him in, he might be extremely strong depending on what we put in here, bro. I might like move him up to like the bottom of Seraphim, but for now he's like, I don't think he's like super broken or anything. Next we have Starmie EX, which is low-key a super broken card. But I think currently, no, yeah, Starmie's really, yeah, I think Starmie's still one of the best decks in the game, although there are a lot of new cards in the thing, so I'm not sure to put Starmie in extremely strong or super broken. I think for now I'm gonna put it at the top of extremely strong, just because I haven't seen a lot of people play Starmie EX recently, just because I feel like they're trying out all the other decks. But yeah. Then speaking of partners, bro, and Articuno is just extremely strong. I think it's probably one of the best EXs in the game. I wouldn't put it super strong because like I wouldn't put it extremely broken, because like if you look at the other cards in super broken, Articuno like is not like on the same level as them, bro, but it is an extremely strong card, bro. It's like almost there, bro. If like Articuno, like for example, maybe did like 100 damage, Articuno would 100% be super broken, but because it only does 80 damage, I think it is like the top of extremely strong, bro, possibly. So the next card is Pikachu EX, and I'm not sure if Pikachu EX fell off because of the new cards being introduced, like Marshadow and Celebi, but I feel like a lot of people are just playing Celebi currently, bro, and I think they're gonna go back to Pikachu eventually. I still do think Pikachu is really strong. I think people are just experimenting with the other decks, but I expect like eventually people to come back to this deck and start doing really good. Which is you know, I'm just gonna put Starmie at the end of it, bro. I think that's probably the last really good card. You know, to round out the super broken, we're gonna actually put Mew EX in at the second spot. I still do think Mewtwo EX is better overall than Mew, just because there are certain matchups like if you have Mew in your deck, like Mew EX might not be that good in. But basically Mew EX counters so many decks. It counters Mewtwo itself. It's decent in the Celebi matchup. Good against it's really bad against Pikachu though. Decent against Starmie. Good against like Charizard or Arcanine, Articuno. Not Blastoise. I mean, it's decent against Blastoise. It copies 100 damage, but doesn't get the 150 unless you're playing a water deck. And then it's really good in the Venusaur. It actually helps Venusaur. I have a profile coming out, like I said, on Saturday, like 2 days ago. But Budding Expeditioner, it's also a psychic type, bro. So you get, all the psychic support. I'm also starting to. I've seen like 18 card Mewtwo, like 18 support cards, Mew EX decks also. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, there's not much to say, bro. I feel like everybody knows like the ability to copy something is just extremely broken. We have Zapdos. Zapdos is honestly extremely strong, dude. I think last time I put him in balance, like solid cards, but he really is just strong, bro. 1 retreat cost. He is just a worse Celebi now, but it's still super good. I'm not gonna lie, like, he's just a really solid card. I mean, being able to do potentially 200 damage off 3 energy is great. Machamp is an interesting card. I don't know if Machamp is extremely strong or like the top of balanced. I think it's super strong, like 3 energy, bro. It is a stage 2, which is like the only downside to it. And it is super good against the Pikachu matchup. But the thing is, like I said, like Pikachu is kind of having a fall off now where like the deck didn't get worse. I just feel like no one is really playing it as much as often. Like if you have played the online ladder since the pack came out a couple days ago, literally 90% of the matches are Mewtwo EX and Celebi EX. So Machamp absolutely gets shit on in the Mewtwo matchup. Depending on like what variant you're playing, like if you're playing Marshadow or like Primeape, you can do pretty good early game if they have bad luck. But and it is decent to sell it because it can one shot it, bro. So I think it's like I'm gonna put it at the top of super balance because like if you really think about it, like it's not doing anything crazy, bro. It just does an insane amount of damage. We like all these cards gonna have like a gimmick, dude, or just like have like something that like really makes them broken. Speaking of Marowak is broken. 2 energy for 160 damage potentially. Probably over Zapdos. Probably I think Executor is still low key better just because you get him online faster. But I mean Marowak's doing the same thing it's been doing, bro. It's just 2 things. It got its buff with Aerodactyl EX and Marshadow coming out. So that is something to think about. Maybe people play Golem in that deck now too. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, I mean Fighting type's got a pretty good support this patch. Also, he has the bonus of being a good against Pikachu deck. Next is Wigglytuff, which Wigglytuff I low-key thought was extreme, like kind of like not that decent. I thought it was alright. I kind of gimmicky, bro. But with the addition of the new Jigglypuff for 1 energy that puts you to sleep, bro, Wigglytuff is really good. It's extremely strong. It's extremely frustrating also to play against. If you get like a game, bro, against Wigglytuff, you get like really bad sleep turns. It just feels terrible, bro. Like it's one of the worst feelings ever in the game. So Wigglytuff is pretty good. Next up we have Lapras. So the thing about Lapras is really good. It's kind of like another like version of Articuno. The only downside of Lapras to Articuno, where like you do get the healing like every time you damage, like as the 20 healing every time you do an attack, but it's a 3 retreat cost, bro. So even with Leaf, you're gonna have to be wasting an energy, or you're gonna have to use like an X speed and a Leaf at the same time. So just the factor of not being able to retreat as much or as often, bro, like with Articuno, you can just use 1 Leaf and then save all the energy on it, and then possibly transfer something out with Vaporeon, bro. I think Articuno is just a better Lapras EX. I think Lapras EX is still good. It's just not broken. It's not doing really anything insane. Next up, we have Gyarados. Gyarados is actually, dude, super strong. He's not broken, but I'm gonna put Gyarados low key, bro. I think Gyarados is somewhere around here. Like, honestly, like I am ordering them kind of, but like there's not really an order to them, bro. Because like all these decks obviously like counter certain decks, but Gyarados is insane. Same thing I've talked about with all the other water types. The addition of Vaporeon, bro, really helps this deck. And even if you don't want to play Vaporeon, I mean it's only 4 energy, bro, and he has 180 HP. He's literally a tank, dude, and his ability to basically discard a random energy for something on the field can screw your opponent up in those like last like 2 minutes of the game, bro. It's always like a win condition you can't think about. And he does one shot most stuff, especially he's 140 damage with Giovanni one shots Mewtwo EX. Mew EX can't actually kill him, bro, if he has full HP by copying his ability. That's also another bonus. And with the fall off of Pikachu currently, bro, not being around as much, he is like in a better position. Maybe when all the Pikachu players start coming back, Gyarados will be a little bit worse. But you can play him with stuff like Vaporeon, Articuno EX, Lapras, the regular Lapras, not the EX. You can't play the EX theoretically, or you could just play him, bro, with like Greninja or something. And it's pretty solid decks. I'm pretty sure like a Greninja Gyarados actually just got like top 8 at a tournament the couple days ago, so that's something to think about. Aerodactyl EX is another solid card, dude. I don't know where to put it, bro, because it's like its ability. I feel like when people think about Aerodactyl, it's like, oh, the ability doesn't really do anything. Well, besides the ability, bro, it's a 2 energy, 80 damage, which is really good. 1 retreat cost, 140 HP, and it's a fighting type, so it does have the weakness or the bonus to electric types, although it is also weak against electric types, so it's kind of like a trade-off. But and the ability can come up in certain situations. It's really nice. It's not broken, bro. It's just a really solid card. Nice for fighting decks if they want to run it. The last one is Pidgeot EX. Pidgeot EX, I don't know where to place him. Probably over Zapdos, but if they have a full bench, he does 140 damage. And with the flute, he could easily do that if depending on what deck they're playing. Only reason I wouldn't say like I can't put him higher, bro, is because like I mean, dude, if they don't have any bench Pokemon, bro, if they only have like a couple, the flute's kind of dead, and he's not really doing like an insane amount of damage. I think Pidgeot EX is gonna be one of those cards where like it's only gonna get powerful, but depending on what decks are in the meta. And yeah, I think it's. I mean, like I said, I think it's a really solid card. I don't think it's bad at all. I just don't really know where to put it over all these people. I think the deck is solid with the Druidigon, but I just feel like all these cards kind of just do better overall, and they don't rely on your opponent like having like all the bench Pokemon, so they're like more consistent. Anyways, that is all my thoughts on all the EX Pokemon currently in Pokemon TCG Pocket. There, like I said, there's really no bad EX like theoretically besides Gengar EX, but yeah, that's my thoughts and opinion, bro. Let me know if you guys' opinions differ from mine in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe. I upload daily pocket videos if you want to, but if not, thank you just for watching all the way till the end, and peace out and have a nice day.